Good morning everyone and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and I'm up this morning with a small project share for DIY art bin store and also a demo of the dome blending foams from AliExpress, and also a small little personal haul. So first up is my DIY art bin, and it's a bag of bits because it's a little gingerbread character that goes in a stocking. Excuse my throat, I'm a bit squeaky. And here's what I made, and I've actually put it onto one of my new tags which is in my haul that I'm going to show you, and it's got big chunky stitching in it. Hope you can see that. But isn't that sweet? He's got his little lollipop and his candy cane, and that's one of the smaller tags that comes with this tag. And then I used a little bit of my, I think it's called fa la 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 la. You know, I never know when to stop saying that. Once I start the fa la la, I don't know where it ends, really. And there you've got the embossing in the little stocking there. Now on the website it's done in red and white, and if you've got some gingham or something you can just cut your stocking in that, but I just like the shadow layer. So there it is, and I pretty much made it according to the website, so I should be able to get a good estimate. Got wind and rain blowing outside at the moment. It's just over 3 3/4, so it really is very, very sweet. I've used my 1.5mm flat backs for the eyes there. I'll just do a close-up while I still can. Right, so that's my DIY art bin, and I did use some of my Dollar Tree baker's twine. Look how much you get. Absolute bargain, that stuff. And what else? Oh yes, I'll do my little haul and then I'll do my little demo. Well, I waited ages for these. Look at those pearls. See how close we can get. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're like a mirror finish abalone, and they're all pastel. I think they call this colour macron. But really looking forward to using those, because of course you can use them all year round, including your pink pastel Christmas. Love them. So I got those and they were a couple of bucks. And I also got myself some mini gold twine, tinsel twine, and this can be quite expensive actually, but I only paid a couple of bucks, you know me. But it's the perfect size for going onto your cards and your tags, so I've got some of that. And I got myself a tag with little tags, which is the one that I've used, and I used that one down there. So really, really pleased with that. I think it's really cute. So I treated myself to that. I treated myself to a large ticket that comes with lots of other tickets that you can layer up, and you can separate and perforate it if you want to. But that's perfect for a slimline card. And grabbing my ruler once again, that is 6 inches long, and cut line to cut line is a fraction over 2 inches. So looking forward to using that. And then I got some wibbly wobblies, and I did do some cut aparts, you know, sort of like stitched inner outer apertures that just leave a dot around the edge, both inside and outside. So I got them in the rectangle and I also got them in the circle. Now they are connected together, so they will fit, whoops, down to a 5-inch card on that one. And because you've got to do your stitch lines, almost 5 1/4 on that one. And I've cut them out so that you can have a look. But I do love stuff like this. So you've got like little bits that you can use. You could actually use those on ATC coins. They're obviously a little bit bigger than an inchy, but they're just great shapes. And I had some yellow scrap left over from yesterday, so I just cut them out. And if I go close up, you can see what they look like. Like I say, it's very dark and blowing wind outside, so I hope I'm not too blurred. So that's those. And then I've got myself some teeny weeny trees, which I think are absolutely gorgeous. They're just great little backers to go on tags and in the backgrounds of cards and cloches and things like that. I would say that was 3.5 inches to the cut line. And then I've got the miniature version of that larger one. And look how tiny that ticket is. I'll measure that. That's an inch, that little tiny ticket. And there you've also got the reinforcer with this one and the little jagged edge. But I just absolutely love those. And the length of that one, 3.5 inches. Right, so I got myself some blending foams, and I'm just going to scoot these out of the way so that I've got a sticky bag. I can bring my stuff in, and I've got my small craft mat, so I can just pop it down there and you can have a look. I'm going to use mustard seed oxide, and I'm going to use crackling campfire oxide. I've cut myself a couple of tags because first I'm going to show you the branded big name version, and then I'm going to show you the AliExpress version. So first up, and I've already got my inks dirty. This is what they look like. This is the branded version. And I'm going to use mustard seed because that's what's on this one already. And I'm going to load them up. Here we are, you can see that's nicely loaded. And I'm just going to cover the whole thing with ink really. So it's a nice juicy ink pad. And it should go on pretty faultless all over, because this particular person is famous for their ink blending tools, and I'm just going to get my fingers in it there. Do you know mustard seed is really hard to wash off? And there you go, that is the branded, and you've got absolute saturation and it's absolutely perfect. And I'm just going to peel it off so that I can get to my campfire, and it's got the stuff on the back of it that sticks to the Velcro, just like the older rectangle and round flat ones used to. This is also branded, and I'm going now into my crackling campfire. Don't need to put so much on there. I'm just going to go around the edge, and this card is really lovely and soaked, so I'm just going up the edge, and you can see how nice you can go one ink over another. You can just absolutely cover it. See that shadow layer that I've got going down there? That looks like fire actually, doesn't it? It's a great name for this ink. And I have now completely covered the mustard seed. Really easy to do, hardly any action in the wrist at all, and it looks really vibrant and bright on camera, so you can see how nicely saturated that tag is. Right, so I'm now just going to grab a little bit of water onto there. I've got my scruffy little cloth, so I'm just going to clean up so you can see that I'm treating everything exactly the same. I did have some kitchen paper around here, but I haven't got a clue what I've done with it. So anyway, that's basically dry, and the majority of that ink is off there. You can see as well, can't you, the humidity again. I'll just lift that up. Right, so those were the branded that I just used. Right, I've got myself a new tool. My Velcros get a bit scruffy because, you know, I use them. And into this bag here are my AliExpress dome blending foams. I keep all my little bits in here. And I'm going to take two out and we're going to inspect them. I'm just going to pop them down because I'm going to use the same two shades again. Right. In your hand, the weight, in your hands, the appearance, to your eyes, they are absolutely identical. The feel of it, a little bit of firmness, a little bit of squish, absolutely identical. Right, so let's get a brand new tag on a clean mat, and let's go into mustard seed. And I may have to pause in a minute. I think somebody's trying to get hold of me. Here we go. Absolutely identical. There, I can feel no difference in my wrist, in my hand, in my blending movement, in my coverage. Absolutely perfect coverage. You can see that. Absolutely identical. I'm now going to peel this one off here, pop it down there, put a new one on for the campfire. I've just squeezed it all up there, the same amount. Same kind of dirty mat that I'm working on. And now I want to cover the mustard seed. Absolutely no effort, and it glides on. So, is there a difference in appearance? Let's have a look. Whoops, I'm just going to have to pause just for a second. Okay, out of breath. I just had to run for the mail lady. This one that we did first is more dry, so it looks paler. But look at the coverage. Absolutely identical. This is the branded product. This is AliExpress. So, I know where I'm getting mine from now on, because you can get 20 for $4. So that is that. And trying to clean a little bit of ink off and catch my breath, because my front gate is miles away from my front door. And that is the little tag that we did, and I think that's absolutely gorgeous. So what am I going to be up with tomorrow? Well, I might show you my new haul, which is what the mail lady was delivering to me. So you have an absolutely awesome day as usual. All links below, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.